Gotta be careful, because if you ever have beef with somebody in a game, right, they're gonna take that sound bite of you right there saying you are a woman, right? And they're gonna put it in.
First of all, I don't have beef with people.
They're gonna put it in a diss record against you.
Look, I don't have beef with people. They can try that or whatever, and then they have to see me when I see them.
Beat it up.
What up, y'all?
Yo.
I'm your boy, Mr. Monster Man Rocco. That's my homie.
It's the Rang One main gun with my favorite DJ.
DJ Rec, what's happening with it?
And we are Monsta Mondayz. We actually your favorite show. We're your favorite show. You just, you know what I'm saying? You might, whether you know it or not, that's what it is. We got some shit we want to talk about today. It feels important to me. My new favorite basketball player.
All right.
It's my new favorite basketball player. Now, I don't know about y'all. Does anybody know who I'm talking about?
I think so, sir.
No.
Would you like to tell the people? Would you like to tell the people, Mr. Reckington?
You're your guy, Kyrie.
Ding, 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 motherfucking ding. Kyrie Irving.
The show.
This shit is.
Why is he your new favorite basketball player?
Because he refuses to be bullied. He clearly is taking a stance on the issue right now. You know, he feels strongly about all the, you know, what he wants to do with his person. And you know, all of the NBA shit. I've been wanting to talk about the NBA shit for a while, like with all of this shit. Like, it's getting, you know, it's out of hand. They separating the players. They're like, look, you gotta be on the back of the plane, or you gotta be in the back of the fucking locker room. You can't be with the players who took it. You understand what I'm saying? But you gonna be on the same basketball fucking court, sharing the same ball and the same huddle and all of that shit. That shit is just stupid. Don't even make no sense.
Is that what they're doing?
Yeah, that's the shit. That's the shit I heard them talk about for weeks. You understand what I'm saying? They talking about making it as hard as they possible for niggas who don't want to fuck with the shit, right? But as far as but you going still put them on the same court? What point is it make? It's just we just bullying you. It's not like we trying to help you. We was trying to help you. We wouldn't let you play. You understand what I'm saying?
Well, if that's the case, would Kyrie be having an issue right now? Like, I don't know if that's all the way accurate, because I think the reason why, because I don't know if they're even allowing players to play if you're not vaccinated.
They are though. Here's the thing.
Listen. Right. It's where they have mandates at. So right now, New York has a mandate, so you can't play no Brooklyn home games, but they're gonna let him play away games. So that is stupid. So that is stupid.
Yeah.
But listen, right? They said that the team, they said they're not going to let them play no away games either. The team.
The team made that decision, though.
Yeah, the team made that decision. Yeah.
Right.
But here's the thing, right? Bradley Beal just played in the Garden last night, unvaccinated. Because he don't live in New York, so
he played in an away game.
He playing in an away game, so that means this nigga can't play in his own home city because we got this mandate. But any nigga from any place else can come in and not be vaccinated and play. How much sense do that make?
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense, because it's either all or nothing kind of to me. Like, I don't understand why you would, because that's basically like, well, we don't care what you do when you're out there. Just don't bring that shit back. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but then you letting niggas bring it back. If that's what you, if that's what you so concerned about it, if that's what you're so concerned about, then why are you just allowing people to bring it in here? Like this new mandate. I've been hearing about some new mandate coming on some driving shit, right? You know what I mean? If you want to renew your license and all of this shit, you're going to need to have it and all of that. I'm like,
if you need to renew your driver's license, you have to have the vaccine?
Right, shit like that, right? So I've heard about, I don't have any confirmation. I just read something on Instagram news, right?
Okay.
About it or whatever. But
when you did that, I almost thought that there was a real Instagram news.
Listen. A lot of people get their news from Instagram, and a lot of times it's good. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, what I'm saying is it's something I heard, and it wouldn't surprise me at all. Like, why my license been broken in half for 20 years? All of a sudden, I get a letter in the mail a few weeks ago talking about you're eligible to get your. You know, y'all don't want the money no more. Y'all don't want me to call Albany. None of that shit. I immediately said, "What y'all want me to get a shot for it?" Right? And that was before I heard this license shit going on in New York, right? So anyway, with that being said, even if they do that, how they gonna stop niggas from driving in with out-of-state licenses? How do you police this shit? You just gonna let anybody come? Look, like, it just don't make no sense, bruh. Like you got you got the restaurant mandate, right? So if I got a card, right, and I go in this spot, first of all, I can still get sick. Even if I got the shit, right? Even if I'm vaccinated, I can still get sick, right? So that means that somebody could come in, like you might not be able to get in there because you don't have a card, right? But I could be in there sick, giving the shit to niggas because all I gotta do this shit. How do you nigga? Y'all are wild.
Well, from what I have read and seen. If you have had the vaccine but you get sick, it's transmissible to people for way less days, and it's not. At first, they were saying that you couldn't pass it to nobody or whatever, but I guess they found that you could actually pass it on. But I think it's only like you're able to pass it on the first 4 days or something if you've gotten sick. So I mean. You know, since all this is still new, like there's pretty much going to be like a whole time period where people aren't going to know for real what's accurate and what ain't accurate. So it's a lot of guessing. I mean, I'm cool with the guessing because when it comes to like medicine, that's exactly why they say they're practicing medicine, because every single day they're trying to figure it out. You know what I'm saying? None of these cats know everything about everything. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not really tripping. I almost feel like, because, you know, I'm vaccinated, but I know a bunch of cats that ain't, you know what I'm saying? And I'm cool with everybody having their own choice to be vaccinated or not. I did it, you know, specifically because I be out and about and I got a newborn baby at the house. You know what I'm saying? So I need to basically protect myself as much as possible to not bring it home to the baby that can't take medicine for nothing. You know what I'm saying? But if a nigga don't want to get the vaccine, that's cool. You know what I'm saying? Do your thing. Because it's all really a personal choice about protecting yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Well, let me say this, right? I could personally go on a whole long rant about this shit, but I don't want to get us deep. I don't want to get demonetized and all of that kind of shit. But I can, for me, I assume that so could Kyrie. You understand what I'm saying? And when you believe, like when you've come across the information that's come across my table, you would feel like that. You understand what I'm saying? And you know, I'm sure, I don't know what information has come across this table, but I'm pretty sure at least some of the shit that came across mine came across his. And some of the shit is, and even one or two pieces of this shit is enough to make you look at shit sideways forever.
I mean, just being a black man in America, you're going to look at it sideways. We just don't trust the government because we know what the government done to us all throughout this whole time period we've been here.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
You know, so, like everybody talk about the toast, the black Tuskegee shit and the Black Wall Street shit.
Let me ask you guys something, man. Are you guys talking without strain today or with strain today?
with
you left. Well, you left for a minute.
Well, I'm back now, man. All right, acknowledge me. All right, I'm back now. Acknowledge me. All right, I'm here, man. I'm not invisible, baby. All right.
It's double Dutch. Jump in.
Now this is what I have to say. All right. Now this is what I have to say, man.
For sure.
I see it from both sides, man. The NBA is a business, man. If there's a sickness, you know what I'm saying? If there is a sickness, if the vaccine is good, if it's for it, whatever. They got a business to protect. You can't let sick people in the business or whatever. Facts. You know what I'm saying? But on the other hand, the way people treat people that's not getting vaccine is crazy, man. Yeah. It's divisive. And it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like the other day, Stephen A. Smith was on TV. He's calling Kyrie Irving stupid and all this stuff. I seen that. Shit like that is not right, man. Yeah. All right. This guy is willing to turn down 40 million, 30 million in a year. That means it's serious. That means somebody's thinking about something. That means it's serious. He's not stupid because he don't agree with what you might do, or he wouldn't do what you would do. You know what I'm saying? Or he won't say what you want him to say. Like, he's not stupid. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, people always putting money in front of shit, and they like, hey, well, he's gonna pass up $40 million. So what? That should make people realize how serious the person is about with the way he's thinking. That shouldn't make you call nobody stupid.
Man, listen, let me tell you something. A lot of, like, I understand that Kyrie for a long time has been a personality that hasn't really given a fuck about what the masses think about him, right? He always, he marched to the beat of his own drum, right? That's dope. And a lot of times he might have said or did some things that even I might have looked at sideways, but not this. Yeah. Not this. Well, not
here's my take. I agree exactly with what you're saying, Sterling. Like, in the grand scheme of things, a business is going to protect their business. You know what I'm saying? Right. Like how the government made these mandates or whatever for certain areas, or the states made mandates and all that stuff, right? That's because of the fact that they can consider this a public health crisis, which it really actually is because of how many people done died from it, right? So in those aspects, they can make mandates for certain stuff or whatever, right? Like if you're a government employee and the government says, hey, we're making this mandate, everybody that's employed by us gotta get vaccinated, they can do that. That's their business, that's their thing. If you don't work for specific situations, and these businesses want to do these things, then it doesn't apply to you, right? I almost feel like because of all the divisiveness and all that, like they probably should just do stuff like how they did when they wanted people to stop smoking inside because they figured out secondhand smoke was bad. Make a smoking section and a non-smoking section. Just make a vaccinated section and a non-vaccinated section. You can still be in the exact same building. They just taper off one area or whatever with a divider where it's like, yeah, you can eat the food over here if you want to come in and, you know what I'm saying, you don't want to be vaccinated, and over on this side, if you want to stay away from unvaccinated people because you feel a certain way about it, then boom, there's your area. You know what I'm saying? Like, because then it kind of appeases everybody, because some people don't want to get vaccinated for all kinds of reasons. Some people don't like needles. Some people don't want this, quote unquote experimental drug in their body. Black folks, we don't trust the government. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, so it's a lot of people that just don't want to get vaccinated, and it's too many reasons why a person might not want to get vaccinated. Right.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't even matter why, though. It's like if somebody said, I don't want this.
Exactly. That's exactly what I'm saying, though. But because of that, because you have a lot of people that don't want to get vaccinated, you got a lot of people that feel very, very strongly about the fact that they don't want to get sick and they don't want to be risking it by going out and about. So in order to protect people's businesses and protect public health, they probably should just separate the people. People that don't feel like they want to get vaccinated, cool. You ain't got to get vaccinated. Just go into the non-vaccinated section. You know what I'm saying? Because me, myself, like even when I go out and about, right, I feel way more comfortable, to be honest, when I go to events at like Music Box or these Live Nation joints where they telling people that like, you got to be either vaccinated, fully vaccinated and show your card, or a negative 72-hour test result. So then you're like, okay, cool. I don't want to get vaccinated. I'm just going to make sure I got my negative test to show them when I get to the door in order to be able to get into the event. That actually appeases everybody. You know what I'm saying?
You know
all
what
you
that
gotta
is?
do is what?
You know what that is though, right?
What is
That's
that?
like somebody telling you to walk over a tightrope 20 feet in the air, and they telling you got a safety net under you, and so you think you're all right because you're not looking down. But when you're looking down, you don't really got the safety net under you, man. My point is,
I don't even know what that means.
My point is, listen, this is my point.
I get it.
My point is, you standing there and you saying, hey, I feel safe when vaccinated people. Those people are probably not vaccinated, right? All right. People are getting cards. People are doing shit. You feel safe, but here's you're still around a bunch of unvaccinated people, man.
They have an electronic thing that you like when you go.
And you're not getting sick. And you're not getting sick.
An event, and they actually make you pull up your actual vaccination thing on an electronic website. They put your name and all that stuff in there and pull up your stuff from a website.
Yeah, niggas can beat that too. But what I'm saying is this, right?
You gotta do a lot to beat all that, and then instead of just going to get a 72-hour test.
Listen. Everybody who work, everybody. Look, you think everybody in the government is for the vaccine? You think everybody who? All right.
But I feel like if you're doing all that just so that you don't have to show that you ain't vaccinated.
Listen to what I'm saying.
As hell.
No, it's not, because if you don't, first of all, let me say this: you could walk in the spot with your vaccine, your legitimate vaccine papers, right? Show it to them. They punch it up and they let you right in without testing you, right? But you could still have COVID. You understand what I'm saying?
Anybody could still have COVID. We already know that.
But that's the imaginary safety net. Listen to what I'm saying, though. But that's part of it. Anyway, you could be in there. They let you right in as long as you got this card, but you can still get COVID with this shit. So you already got it. You already in there with it, right? And then now you in there passing it to people because all of y'all think y'all safe because y'all all vaccinated. You understand what I'm saying?
The thing is, you, in order for you to get COVID, and this is actually, there's a lot of studies on it. You have to have a high concentration of COVID in order for you in the air for you to actually be able to get it. It's not like you just gonna walk past somebody and they happen to breathe and the shit go in your nose and oh my goodness, I got COVID.
So a concert would be the perfect place then.
Exactly. If you're sitting there with somebody and they got COVID and they've been breathing all in your face for an extended period of time, you could easily get it. You know what I'm saying? But the likelihood of you getting it with a whole bunch of people in there that have either been vaccinated or have a 72-hour negative test is very slim in comparison to being in a concert where you know for a fact these niggas ain't vaccinated and everybody's just in there breathing and partying and yelling and you know what I'm saying? Like I'd rather have my safety net, my little imaginary safety net, than to be around a bunch of niggas that I know for a fact ain't living right. You know what I'm saying? Like to me, I just rather have that.
I feel you,
See,
bro.
I'd rather just not go around a bunch of niggas. I'm not going to no concert.
I feel you. I haven't, look, that's what I'm saying. I haven't been nowhere like that because I don't really do the whole concert thing. But a couple of, like I went to a show for my birthday or whatever, but I had a VIP section. So it was only me and my homies in this one little section, you know what I'm saying? And I was backstage, so it's only a couple of people that are even allowed to be back there. I was separated away from a bunch of people, but I felt more comfortable being in the spot because they didn't even let some of the niggas perform that was supposed to perform if you didn't come to that joint with a negative test or the vaccine.
Listen, and that's what I'm talking about, man. That's the thing with the vaccines and stuff. Everybody, you hear this, Rock? Everybody always say, I was just around me and my mans and just doing it. But I don't know where my mans was at the day before. I don't know who he was around. They don't know who the mans he was around.
I know, but all my boys, was vaccinated.
We can't be saying this stuff like this is safe, and you know what I'm saying? Like,
it's safer.
I know him.
It's safer.
No, it's not safer. Because that's still a bunch of. Listen, you was with your man. Your man was with other people. Those other peoples were other people. Those other peoples were other people. So how is it safer?
It's safer because I know kind of.
And then you was around what, like 10 people. So each of those 10 people, those same things. They was around other people. Then those people was around other people. So
I'm gonna tell you that I know for a fact that I haven't gotten it yet. You know what I'm saying?
Me either.
All these years, exactly. But that's because we are safe, right? That's because me and you.
We don't know that though. We don't know that.
We're obviously safer than most because we have.
Listen.
Y'all could just be luckier than most.
Listen, Rack. Not only that, Rack. You could be lucky, or this vaccine could kick our ass 10 years from now, or 5 years from now. We don't know that.
Yeah, but we don't know any of that. We don't know what. We don't know if the polio vaccine. We don't know if the polio vaccine that we took as kids.
So you know what else we don't know?
Start walking crazy.
So we don't know how safe we are either. We can't know that.
That's a fact, right? We have to table this discussion. Strang, welcome to my side of the fence.
Whatever. I'll be over here on my side of the fence.
Man. I see both sides, man. I'm just fair, man. I'm not on no side of it, man. No, we don't know. We don't know.
Yeah, we don't know. None of us know. None of us know. And that's the thing. That's the thing. I appreciate people taking whatever precaution you taking and whatever decision you make. That's your own personal decision. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm just doing what I do.
What you were saying, Rock?
We have to get into our shameless plugs. I'm sorry.
All right.
This was a really dope conversation and all that. It's one that listen. The topic is loaded as fuck. We could talk about it forever, but you know, we could talk about it again later on. Another, you know what I'm saying? I'm sure it'll come up in the next topic. But for right now, I want to my first shameless plug is. See the shirt? It's the shirt that started it all for Helter Skelter. You understand what I'm saying? It's the retro, the black retro glow in the dark Helter Skelter tee. Something that's like hard. That. Go to duckdown.com. Is it duckdown.com? Store and go contact. You know what I'm saying?
That's hard.
All right. I'm next. All right, my shameless plug is again, show that shirt again, Rock. The retro Helter Skelter shirt from Operation Lockdown, the album Nocturnal, all that stuff, man. That's the shirt that started it all. Go to duckdown.com and get your retro Helter Skelter shirt. Rack, what you want to do?
I mean, I'm just going to have to triple down on that and tell everybody to go to duckdown.com/shop. You know what I'm saying? And go over there and get that shirt. That joint is hard. Oh, and I'll say, you know, DJRecBeats.com and Sound Lounge SD. You know what I'm saying? On IG. You know what I'm saying?
It's only right. Right. So yeah, we're going to take a break right now, and we'll be back.
Yeah.
Back.
Rockness Monster plus Method Man plus Ron Browse equals Beastie Boys. But we black though. B-Boys! New music from Rockness Monster, featuring Method Man and Ron Browse. Upcoming album, Beat the Rocks, on B-Boy Records. Buckle up.
Bros.
Yeah.
We gotta do a song submission of the week.
Mm-hmm. Yep, I got the records right here.
We promised the people. You understand what I'm saying? We let them know if they send their joints. You know what I'm saying? Pause and send their kid Nash. You know what I'm saying? They $99.99. Then we would either choose their song to be played on the show, or we would give them real life, honest feedback on what they could do to make their shit better. Right, to improve their shit. So either way you win here, you know what I'm saying? So we without further ado, let's get to it.
Right. What's the first song's name, producer?
The first song is from an artist named Dantes. It's produced by Dantes, looks like. Yes, Dantes. It's produced by Mr. E. Brad off an album called Holy Ratchet.
Oh, that's pretty wild. Here we go.
I'm here for it. Let's listen.
Okay, Dantes, it's on you. So what you gonna do?
Yeah, that shit crack. I like it.
I give it a thumbs up.
Yeah.
I at first I didn't know what it was. Like I was expecting I don't know what I was expecting, but like I was like, did this nigga just send us an R&B song with no bars? You understand what I'm saying? But there's some bars on there, and they were excellently executed. So,
and again, that was Dantes. Play with your food.
Yeah, so I can't say what I can say is it's not my kind of shit. You understand what I'm saying? But do not be discouraged by that at all.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? Like, I just, I like my, my music like I like my movies. Like, I like them action-packed and kind of stupid. You know what I'm saying? So you can't, you know what I mean? Don't let that deter you. You've done great. Do you guys? The question is, like, the beat is solid. Salute to the producer. Excuse me, Mr. E. Brad.
And it's my kind of shit, Dantes. All right.
Right. And there you have it.
So here's one thing I got to say about it though. Like, so the slap all the components there are very dope, right? The only thing that I would definitely say needs some improvement is the mix. The vocals, especially in the area right before he starts rapping for real, and it's kind of like he's like ad-libbing the singing. The compression ratios aren't all the way solid. So then his voice is going in and out. For like when he's saying softer parts, it's lower in volume, and when he's saying louder parts, it's a little louder. So it's kind of like the volume of his voice is jumping. So it needs to be a little bit more compressed.
That's all the mixing, though. That's all the mixing.
Exactly, but that's what I'm saying. That's a part of the song. The mix got to be always solid or whatever when you're putting out a record. So I love the song though. I like the vibe of it or whatever. I would play it. I would listen to it. You know what I'm saying? But the mix needs to be a little bit tighter.
Let me ask you guys this. You guys have been, you guys have been on this Monsta Mondayz journey from the first show on. You know what I mean? And particularly, especially you, Rec, because you do, you all the way in with the music that gets played on the show. You know what I'm saying? Do you think that the song should be on Monsta Mondayz? Does it belong there? I'm not all the way certain. I don't know if it fits the vibe of the show, but it's a pretty dope record. It just needs a little bit of work. A little bit of work. Yeah, I think it's a dope record too. I just don't know if it fits the vibe. So now, Strang, as somebody who probably don't care about like what just fitting the vibe of the show or whatever. How do you feel?
That's what I was just about to say, man. What is a Monsta Monday vibe, man? A Monsta Monday vibe is all the vibes. You know what I'm saying? That's what makes a Monsta Monday vibe. Is all the vibes. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So when we say Monsta Monday vibe, you put it on, you change everything. That's what we do. We change shit, man. We don't stick to no, hey, this is the vibe.
Look,
this not in, and this fits out. And if shit is dope, man. And we rock it.
Yeah, I agree with that. Maybe if he tightens up that mix or whatever, I think we should one of the shows or something.
I just needed to hear you. I needed to hear somebody say it. You know what I'm saying?
All.
Like, yeah, real talk. So what we do? We giving this a thumbs up? We giving this two and a half thumbs up? All right, we thumbs up. All right.
Yep.
All right. So there you have it. So Dantes, I think Rec is gonna try to get a better mix at you. I don't know how we're gonna do, but
might have to mix it.
We have to send him the info anyways.
What'd you say, Rec?
I said, I think we're gonna send him the info anyway, right? So he'll know to send back.
I mean,
the Apple stuff you got over there is kind of.
But for the purposes of this segment, we giving it thumbs up. We will be adding it into whether it will be with, you know, a better mix, if it's gonna get remixed or whatever. We'll figure that. We'll work that out. You know what I'm saying, with the homie Dantes.
And we will be sending it to our other, you know what I'm saying, families who also have podcasts on this joint.
Oh yeah. Our podcast radio. Family. Yeah, our Dash podcast family. Yes.
It definitely passes the bar for sure to be able to be sent out.
Yeah,
because it's a really good record. You know what I'm saying?
All right. Well, that's what it is. So we gonna wrap this up. You know what I mean? Dantes, good
Play
work.
With your food.
Good work.
Play with your food.
Holy Ratchet. That's a hell of a title too. You know what I mean? Stay with it. Keep banging. We'll see y'all soon.
Yo, this is the Ring Wonder, man, telling you to send your songs into the Monsta Monday podcast for $99.99. You can have your song played for Rock the Critique, DJ Rec to play, and me to listen to, man. All right? And plus, we're going to share it with all the other people on motherfucking Black League Entertainment, man. All right? That's 10 shows, bro. That's 10 shows. So send your joints in now, because November 1st is going to be the first time we play the song of the week, man. All right? Monsta Mondayz. That's Mondays with a DAYZ at it, man. CashApp us right there, bro. All right? For life.
And we're back.
Yeah.
We about to get into our interview portion. I know I say this all the time, but this special guest is very special. He happens to be part of one of my favorite groups in hip hop, specifically one of my favorite West Coast hip hop groups. Yeah. But I ain't gonna split them up like that. But like real talk, it's a member of the legendary group The Alkaholiks, and he goes by the name of the Rogram. You understand what I'm saying? AKA JRO of The Alkaholiks. Make some noise for my brother.
What's going on, sir?
What up?
What it look like, bro?
It's the look, baby. What's up, y'all?
What's happening with you?
Man, just chilling right now, you know. Just up here ready to wrap this up, man.
Listen, man, J-Ro and The Alkaholiks have been instrumental in the careers of Helter Skelter. You know what I mean? A lot of people don't know, like, E Swift produced Operation Lockdown. Like that from day one, you know, from when we jumped on the scene, they've been there, and it all started from just music appreciation shit. Like, we was fans of theirs. Somehow they got the word, and next thing we knew, E Swift was in the studio with a beat. We made him do push-ups because he got there late or something like that. Something like that happened. I don't remember. You know what I mean?
All right.
But word up, let's get into it. I hate to ask the regular shit, but the fans want to know. Some people might not want to know. Could you tell them how The Alkaholiks, how y'all started this? How y'all started and how y'all came up with the name Alkaholiks?
Wow. Well, you know, the story been told, like you said, but King T. Gotta start with King T, my brother. You know?
That's my guy.
He grew up in in a city called Pacoima, California. When we were kids, his mother and my mother went to elementary school together there, you know. And so we go back, and he was my DJ, and he started rapping and got his deal and started making his albums. And during this time, I was kind of left alone. Like, I'm a solo artist. So a friend of mine, Michael Hearns, took me to East Swift House one day. See, I know this dude who got some turntables. That was big. Got some turntables at home and record crates and all this. So we went to East Swift House, and he already had known Tash. And we just started, like, you know, making demos and hanging out, playing hoop and doing, you know, just hanging out really. And then one day King T needed a DJ, and I was like, yo, my boy E Swift gets down, you know. So he took him on tour. Next thing you know, he's DJ. So, you know, they got introduced into the King T posse. And, you know, we really started, we just got up on the scene. We could get in the clubs free, and, you know, that, you know. And we started a group called the Everyday Street Poets, ESP, at first. So King T was like, you know, my crew, you know, this ESP thing ain't working, you know. And he was like, he said, you know, like Ice Cube got the lynch mob, you know. That my crew got to be called the Alkaholiks, straight like that. He just came straight.
Wow.
Dope.
That's what he was known for. And
That's dope.
And that's what he was known for. And you know, he was doing St. Ives commercials, and he was known for being drunk. We all in LA, like, that was our whole thing. You know, we used to go in the clubs, start fights, shut down the party, all that. And so yeah, he gave us the name of Alkaholiks, and it just went from there. I had a demo song called I Got It Bad, and he was like, yo, that song is dope, let me hop on it. So he got on it. Next thing you know, it's the first single on his album, on the Trifling album.
Wow.
So the Alkaholiks hit the scene quick. We was signed to Loud Records in about a couple months from the video coming out. You know? So it happened so fast, yeah.
That's crazy.
That's real.
That's a dope story.
I got a question for you, Ro. Ro, like, being on the West Coast and all that, how it feel rapping and coming out of the group on the West Coast, because the way y'all rhyme and the way y'all rap is not West Coast, you know what I'm saying? And that's the reason, like, me and Rock probably was drawn to y'all, because I listened to y'all from Rock. Rock was a big fan. He drew me in. I started listening. I'm like, yo, these niggas is dope. Yeah. But y'all don't rap like Eazy-E or Ice Cube or Ice-T or none of those dudes. So how y'all fit in out on the West Coast out there rapping the way y'all rap with y'all style?
If you go back in any of these rappers' history, in their first demo history, all that, they was rapping like MCs, rappers. You feel me? We all was. Everybody sounded like what's the name? Super Rhymes or something, you know?
Super Rhymes.
So, you know, they was rapping like that on the West Coast. Everybody was.
Right.
So this, you know, West Coast kind of style came, and everybody just gravitated towards that. We all was wearing Kangos and shell toes and breaking, playing all that. You know what I mean? So we just stayed with that. We was like, we don't want. Our whole thing was originality. So for us to go to this West Coast style, to us was kind of like biting. So we was like, a conscious decision to keep it raw, keep it how we was before. And we even had a song that was like number 2 on national college radio that had the More Bounce to the Ounce sample when we was actually a song called I Gets Funky. And you know, when everybody started using all these samples, we was like, we can't do that no more.
Yeah, that was one of the most used samples on the West back in the day.
Absolutely.
But hold on, I just want to take a second to point out the fact that you said King T used to DJ for you.
Yeah.
The legendary King T.
Yeah, he was dope DJ.
Used to DJ for JRO.
Let me take it even farther back. I just gotta let this be known.
Go ahead.
We are members of the Sound Masters crew.
That sound mad.
Rex smiling, he know what that is.
That sound mad old
He's
Cold Crush. Go ahead.
Cold Crush.
Listen to KRS-One song. And I mean, Just Ice, going way back.
Oh, yeah.
This is the Sound Masters crew from the Bronx, man. Because our guy DJ D, he's still out there in the Bronx right now. He used to come out to LA and bring these breakbeat records. This is our first introduction to breakbeats. So we all kind of learned how to DJ from him, spinning these breakbeats. Nobody else in LA had them. So DJ Pooh was in our crew too. We had a crew called Total Control, and DJ Pooh was our DJ. You know, he wrote Fridays and do all kind of crazy stuff. And,
my grandmama gave me that chain. Yeah, I know DJ.
Yeah. So he was our DJ, and he if you listen to King T's first album, you hear all these breaks, all the scratching, all these breaks, all this. And if you listen to NWA's first album,
a ton of scratching.
Yeah, a lot of breaks.
Yeah.
From these breakbeat records. Right? Guess what? These are the same records.
Wow.
Who let Dre use the records, right? Because DJ D used to come to LA and bring us these records. So we was the only ones who had them. Pooh and Dre was friends, so he went and let them use it. NWA album comes out, it sounds like breakbeats. It sounds like hip hop.
Yep.
You feel me? It wasn't keyboards and G-Funk and none of that going at this time. It was breaks, scratching, all that. So DJ D, I gotta give it up to DJ D from the original Sound Masters crew for you know, kind of
basically influencing the sound
of early West Coast hip hop. So we come from that stock. We come from that. So we wanted to keep it hip hop. Plus, Tash and E Swift was originally from Ohio anyway. So they was out there, you know, going out to the East Coast, listening to radio stations from New York and whatnot too. So that's why when Swift found me, he was like, he loved the way I rhyme because I was on some hip hop flavor, you know.
Yeah.
You know what's crazy? Of the three of y'all, I feel like you sound the most West Coast because it's in your lingo and your flow. Your flow is more laid back. You know what I'm saying? Like it's more relaxed. Like Tash he got the rapid fire flow. You know what I'm saying? One of my favorite verses from you was on and I got tons of them, but the one that off of what's the shit y'all did off of the Neptunes beat and shit. He's on the way to the club, puffing on the dub. You never get that shit.
The best you can.
Yeah, that shit. knock on wood, grain. The whole hood saying, "Yo, that's stupid."
So I gotta say something about this verse though. These verses on this song, because you know Pharrell Williams did this. I gotta give it up to him because he's a real producer. A lot of producer songs that say produced by was a beat maker that sent a beat.
Right.
Sent the beat and then you do the song and then it says produced by them.
Yeah.
Right.
Pharrell had the whole song mapped out in his head already. He had the whole. He had the way we should be rhyming, all that. He sat me down. He's like, look, I know you like to go in and all these styles and stuff, but keep it simple. Let people understand you and space your words out a little more. I'm like, is this dude telling me how to rap? Then I look all the plaques on the walls. I was like,
all right.
I'm gonna give it a try.
Nah, but I can hear that, because that wasn't the way you normally rhyme. You know what I mean? But like, I feel like, what was it on the Liquidation album? Like, I feel like you got more, like you got stupider on the Liquidation album. Like, you was like, that's the album. We rest in peace, shouts to Johnny Guitar Watson, a real mother. That's that album, right? Yeah, like you, like I feel like. I feel like you was like, nah, like you was like you feel, because a lot of people looked at Tash as the lyricist of the group, and I feel like on that album you was like, oh, me the fuck too. You understand what I'm saying? Like, and
you got it. You pointed it. I mean, it was more like me and E Swift were like, we were like a team. I would say like a production team. We would go record shopping. We would drive to San Francisco from LA just for the day and come back. That's a 7-hour drive each way. We'd go get records, come back, listen to records, find samples, I sit there, come up with some hooks. Probably, that's why you always hear me rapping first, because I would do the first verse. I would do the first verse, and then Tash just come in and bust his verse. We give him the music, and he go home, write it, or do whatever he got to do, and come in with that fire verse. You know what I mean? And so we were more like crafting the songs and that. And I wasn't really paying so much attention to. I remember even at one time. Because before we started making records, it was like that. I wanted to serve every rapper, on the planet, battling in the streets all the time, all that. And I remember even saying it like, I don't want to be the best rapper. I just want to make good songs.
Yeah, being the best rapper is different.
Yeah, it's different. So I just kind of eased back on that and just concentrated on making good songs, man. And then it just got to the point where I was like, I gotta show people that I can really go for it. So I'm glad you recognize that and appreciate that. But there's also appreciation for people who liked our music and stuff. It was like, let's step it up. Let's all step up our game. And that Liquidation album, all I can remember about it is how hard we worked on that album.
It showed, man. That album was dope.
I still revisit that album often. You know what I mean? Like,
but
my shit.
Bro, what's up with the crew? What's up with the crew now, man? Is y'all still cool with King T? Everybody still connected? Where y'all found Exhibit from? And y'all still kick it with him too?
I was just gonna ask that.
Yeah.
That's my man. I ain't gonna lie. Yo, me and Exhibit got real tight, man.
Nice. Thanks. We all family, bro. Like, Liquid Crew is a family for real. Like, I can't even put it I'm sure like OGC, man. Y'all got, it's more than just being in a crew or rapping together or whatever. Y'all family, you know each other's kids and all of this, man. So I'm sure you can relate. And so with King T, we stay in touch. We tell each other say hi to moms and every time, and all this. So we brothers. And so the crew, E Swift, Tash, they both in Vegas. We got 2 shows this month. One in Texas on the 22nd in Austin. One on the 30th in Phoenix at the Trill Shop. If you ain't been to the Trill Shop in Phoenix, you gotta go.
I've been there. Yeah, I'm gonna probably meet you at that one. I'm gonna probably meet you there. Yeah.
Come come through on the 30th, day before Halloween.
Mm-hmm.
And X to the Z, man, we met him. E Swift and myself met X at a rap contest. He served the rap contest. It was at a small little club, big as his living room, you know. And, he served it, and he said the rhyme. He said, "I write rhymes that make niggas throw their sets up." I was like, that one right there, like, just got me. So we went up to him after. We're like, "Hey man, you know, you killing it, bro." Like, you know, and we found out he was already working with our homie James Broadway, DJ Broadway. So they was making demos already, and then we brought him in the studio with King T, and he got on the Freestyle Ghetto. Just done from there, you know. So, you know, we just been Liquid Crew. You know, I came up with the Liquid Crew name because we were all big fans of the Juice Crew.
That's slick.
I'll let you take it from there.
Yo, so now we know that King T and Exhibit is doing like weed brands and whatnot with the Brass Knuckles joint, right? What are y'all doing in that space?
Okay, we got the Smokeaholiks brand now. So we hooked up with these growers from Humboldt County that got some of the best strains out in the game. So we hooked up with them, and we got Smokeaholiks brand. So what we doing, we letting them take care of that part, and we taking care of the merchandise and the music. So we have 6 jars in a dispensary of different strains. Each one of them strains gonna have a QR code on it that have a song attached to it. A song for that strain, a song for that strain, a song for that strain.
Teach me the game, coach. Teach me the game, coach.
So check out Smokeaholiks on Instagram. You'll see it. We got a couple promo videos. We shot some music on there already. So we still active, man. You know, we still active. We all doing things separately with our lives, but you know, we staying active.
Dope.
For sure.
Dope.
Stay tuned for the Alkaholiks movie.
Yo,
I gotta say, up to Scotty D, you know, the guy who really got us started. He put King T and me and DJ Pooh and Coolio and all these people together. Dub C. Back in, you know, this is from 85 on. He had a clothing store called, we used to call it the Fila Shop. And he made like all the custom sweatsuits with Fila on the side or whatever you want, the name on it. That's how I met him. I said,
wow.
JRO. He's like, what's that? So he made me rap. And then DJ Pooh came down, and it was just, we started a group from there. But he has a documentary coming out about the Fila Shop boys. It'll tell.
Wow.
I mean, everybody was in there. Houdini, he made for Rakim, for DOC, for everybody, man. Bobby Brown, you know.
Listen, I know one thing. I would definitely watch an Alkaholiks movie or documentary. I mean, why wouldn't I? That shit is dope. That shit is, you know, and if you don't document your story, then somebody else. We trying to, you know, we on the same page over here. We need to do this shit. You know what I mean? It ain't nothing to it but to do it. If you got the resources to do it, I would say do it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and I want to part in the movie. I want to be at the part where E Swift came to New York and he was supposed to come do this beat for OGC, and the beat was dope. But then he did a beat for Helter Skelter by accident, and that shit was like 10 times better than the shit he did for me and shit.
Well, all I gotta say is Helter Skelter stole that beat from us. You know what I mean?
Oh, that's
Party had a birthday.
Yo, It's a lot of stuff with that Operation Lockdown beat, man. It's a lot of shit with that Operation Lockdown beat.
Yo, look, when we first heard the beat, we ain't even like it like that. It was because it wasn't finished. All we heard was the drums and like a beeper noise or whatever. And I don't. What you was about to say?
Yeah, when I left the studio, that's all I heard. When I left the studio, I just heard the bling, boom. Right. I was like, man.
Right. So somebody told me, I don't remember who it was. They was like, it's all right, son, just work with it. He's still building it. I'm like, all right. I'm like, all right, I got it, right? So I wrote, rapped, you know what I mean? And by the time I finished rapping, I liked the song because he was building it while I was writing this shit. And, you know, me and Ruff was writing, and boom. So now we got this, and I was like I had the shit eating face, like I was dead wrong, like, you know, when you dead ass wrong, because I was dead ass wrong about the beat, you know what I mean? But that OGC beat was stupid, bro. That shit, like nah, that shit was crazy.
Yeah.
Nah, both the beats was dope, but the Operation Lockdown beat that's like my favorite joint.
That's a classic.
And when it comes on, it's unmistakable. That's the thing about it. It's unmistakable.
Yeah.
We knew it when we first heard him working on it. We was like, man, this is the one. And you know, it got into good hands for sure.
Appreciate it.
Right.
That shit is dope.
Y'all did that. Y'all did it, man. Like that song was so dope. Y'all had to make 2 videos.
Well, listen, man. Look. We need. I'm sorry. I hate to fucking cut out all the fun, but I know you gotta go. We need to wrap up the interview and shit. But JRO, do you have any funny Sean P stories?
Yeah. As some of y'all know, I used to live in Sweden. I lived in Sweden for 15 years, man.
Yeah, wow. I know that.
I moved there in 2003, and so I lived in a city in South Sweden that's right on the border of Copenhagen, Denmark. You know, I was in Denmark a lot. So Sean P, my brother, rest in peace. He had a show in Copenhagen. And at this time, you know, we wildin'. I'm a little older still, but I'm just out there having fun, being free. So we getting drunk, you know, all that. And right before his show, I think this was at sound check actually. And we sitting there rapping and talking, you know, drinking. Then he pulled out a carton. Newport. He like, I bet you don't see none of these. Because they don't got Newports in Europe, you know. I was like, what? He gave me a whole pack. He's like, here. Gave me the whole pack, you know. Like for me, I wasn't a big cigarette smoker, but when I'm drinking, I always want somebody's cigarette. Let me hit that. And you know, that pack lasted me for like over a month. For real. But yeah, we had a good time that night, man, and it was just a wild time, as you could imagine.
Right.
That's
you know, right there in Christiania. If any of y'all been to Christiania in Copenhagen?
Yeah, I have.
Paradise, you know, dogs running around, the whole thing, you know.
Yeah.
Beautiful place, you know. That's where we was. So that's a memory to me that always stand out. Like, you know, we like on some one-on-one, you know.
That's dope.
Yeah, that's what's up.
That's ill.
So,
you know, smuggled some Newports back there for you, huh?
And I was like, what? Like, I ain't seen
that's so ill.
And yeah, like I said, they lasted. The whole pack lasted me about a whole month. When I would go out somewhere, I would just take one with me. I would take one with me, and I'm like, when I get drunk, I'm gonna hit this, go to the next level.
That's my nigga. He was good.
Big up.
All right, brother.
Salute, bro.
I appreciate your time.
When you get back to AD, hit me, bro.
Immediately.
Yeah, hit
I will
me
hit
up, man. You know, let's
You
figure it
already
out.
Yep.
I'm planning on doing some events out here and stuff like that. So you know, maybe we could brainstorm on something.
Absolutely. I'm with the shits.
For sure.
We appreciate
All right,
you,
brother.
man.
Stay up. I see you soon, bro.
Yeah, all right, y'all be safe, man.
Yes,
Wherever
sir.
you at, God bless, and thanks for having me on, man, for real.
You already.
God bless.
Thank you.
Peace.
Peace.
Yeah.
Back. Quit you looking for the same thing. It's a new thing. Check out this I bring. Nah, we back, y'all. That was a dope interview. The homie JRO.
Yeah.
I got a whole nother story. I ain't gonna get into it now, but JRO and the Alkaholiks are actually largely responsible for one of the biggest bags I ever got in my life. Real talk.
That's what's up.
But that's for another time. Next topic we want to talk about. Did y'all see the Dave Chappelle special?
Yes.
Yes,
it was hard. I watched it twice.
Watched it twice.
Yeah.
It was hard twice.
Yeah, it was dope, man. It was dope.
Pause.
Pause. Big pause.
Yo,
that's hilarious.
My fault. I couldn't resist that one.
Can't get this nigga to watch an MCU flick once, but this nigga watching Dave Chappelle.
Well, check it. So I listened to I didn't even watch it like to where I could see what he was doing or whatever. I just listened to it because late night when I be driving from the studio, I like to listen to podcasts or listen to whatever. And I seen it had came out earlier in the week, and I didn't have enough time to actually stay down and watch it. So I just put it on in my car so I could drive listening to the whole joint.
Mm-hmm.
So I listened to it twice, technically.
Well, now you listen to it twice. We got to start with you. What you thought about it?
Oh man, it was dope, bro. It was dope. I'm like kind of confused where the backlash comes in. I started seeing all that on IG. I don't understand like why people are tripping. What did you think?
Me?
Oh, go ahead. I don't know who you talking.
No, go ahead.
Nah, I loved it. You know what I mean? Because it's true, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like,
I agree with most of it. Only thing I really don't agree with is like what the baby did was different. You know what I mean? That's the only thing. Like, and I'm a baby fan. I like the baby and shit, but what he did was different, man. And
I thought that was hilarious too. How he started his special off saying, "I come here
negotiating
the release of the baby." I thought that was hilarious.
That shit was genius right there.
But all of it was true, man. Like when comedians do stuff or stuff is in music, that's just what it is, man. You can't try to shut people down because they're not saying what you want them to say. Again, is what people want you to say and how people want you to react, especially in the culture where that stuff wasn't happening. You know what I'm saying? Stuff just wasn't happening like that. So when stuff happens gradually and you work it into stuff, there's gonna be stuff said and all that stuff. And it's not just with the LGBT community, it's like with blacks, with everyone. Mm-hmm. If we want to be treated equally, we gotta take some stuff, you know what I'm saying? That's everybody, white people, black people, gay people. You know what I'm saying? In order to be treated equally, you got to let people talk what they got to talk. You got to understand people. You got to understand where they coming from. You got to let them say what they got to say, so we can get to why. So you can get to the why they feel this way, and you know what I'm saying? Then they can hear what you're gonna say in response to that. But if we keep cutting people off and shutting them down, you're never gonna hear what they're gonna say. You're never gonna know why. You're never gonna know. Oh, you grew up that way. Your grandparents taught you this. Like, you're never gonna know why. You know what I mean? So you can't just shut people off and cut. Go ahead, Rob.
I agree 100% with that. But also to add on to that, I feel like it just has to, like what I always be saying, it has to include respect. Like, you know what I mean? You can say whatever you want as long as you can speak respectfully to people. Like, you know what I mean? You could tell a nigga, I really don't like what you said. Like, I don't like what you just now said, triggered me. These are all cooler ways to say, nigga, who the fuck is you talking to? You understand what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Whatever. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we could do these things. You could, like, white people could tell us what they, you know, they could explain to us. I happen to understand that the same racism that was baked into our books was baked into their books too. We was reading the same books. So they were trained to believe they were superior while we were being trained to believe we were inferior. Same book. You understand what I'm saying? So, like, I get all of that. We could have these conversations and all that. But yeah, I just feel like some people are just waiting for a reason to be angry. Like, they already angry. You understand? And I don't, and I don't want to, you know, I'm able to say this. I don't mean to offend nobody, but some people are already like, you've been in a situation, we all from the streets, right? Where some shit was going around, and somebody doing some bullshit, somebody been doing some, and you just can't wait for that nigga to cross your path doing that bullshit. And you understand what I'm saying? It's like, what? That nigga said, he said, what about rap? He said, what? You know, you just can't. And I feel like it might be, you know, like, because these people, because a lot of people have been, you know, been not nice to these people and all of that. So they, you know, they might have an itchy trigger finger, and I believe that may be it. Like, you know, you got some people with an itchy trigger finger, so they not hearing Dave Chappelle's, what I saw as an apology, an explanation. They not seeing that for what it is. You know what I'm saying?
And the story he was telling was so compassionate. It was like a real life, like heartfelt story in a sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, in the middle of this comedy. You know what I'm saying? So yeah,
it's like the whole shit was him waving the white flag. You understand what I'm saying? And trying to be intentional about explaining what, you know, all right, I know my jokes might have hurt y'all feelings and all that, but these are like, let me shed a little bit of light on it, try to make it a little bit more digestible for you so you can understand where I'm coming from. It's not from hate. I got this trans friend. I loved her. It was this, it was that, it was this, that. He tells this whole compelling ass story and shit. You know what I mean? And you know, some people are still offended. And you know
what's wild too is, like, him telling that story, right? He started the whole special off saying that he was going to be taking a break. This was going to be his last special for a while. He started off saying that because he already probably knew where people were going to try to take it. You know what I'm saying? After the fact, right? So he already basically prepped us for what was coming, right? Then when he told the story, I think the main part that people got pissed off about was him saying gender was a fact, right? But the way he backed that statement up made it to where you clearly can understand that technically gender itself is a fact.
You know, I was just about to say, does he even have to back that statement up? Like, it's a fact.
He didn't have to, but him saying that all of us came here through a woman's vagina, and he said, he says, yeah, what you guys got is a vagina, but it's more like beyond vagina or impossible vagina.
Right.
Like basically it looked exactly the same. You know what I'm saying? But it ain't made with the same proteins. Basically,
Right.
is what he was saying, and that was such a clear message that people got pissed off about that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that's where things went array for people that want to fight this whole idea of I am a woman. I am this. You know what I'm saying? Like, and him saying that was like, it gave that argument kind of like it kind of like killed that argument.
Yo, Rack, hold on, let me time out. I'm for a stupid moment, right? You gotta be careful. You gotta be careful, because if you ever have beef with somebody in a game, right, they're gonna take that soundbite of you right there saying you are a woman, right? And they're gonna put it in.
First of all, I don't have.
They're gonna put it in a diss record against you.
Look, I
listen.
People, they can try that or whatever, and then they have to see me when I see them.
Listen, I just feel like if everybody take theyself outside theyself and try to see shit from other people's point of view, everybody would be thinking the right way. You know what I mean? It's like when that Donald Sterling thing happened. Remember that?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Donald Sterling got his team taken away. Mm-hmm. And I was like, yo, even though he racist and all that, that shit was not right. Because this guy's in his house. And I believe that you're allowed to say whatever you want inside your motherfucking house. So when people take this guy team and all this shit, then it's just a slippery slope, because then it comes to everybody. Then you gotta watch what you say in your house. You know what I'm saying? Because they did it to him. So now what's coming next?
I feel you and I do agree with you. But you remember we talked about this before? You remember me saying this to you? I said this. My response to you was this. Me and you friends, right? We've been friends, brothers, for all these years and shit, right? What if you found out I was a rat, nigga? You understand what I'm saying? Like you just found out I snitched in some. You heard I snitched in some fucking precinct of my own, and the comfortability of the 73rd precinct or whatever the fuck, whatever precinct it was, right? That was private. Nobody was supposed
to know, but
nobody was supposed to know about that. But it comes out, and then niggas is like, nah, Rock, I'm not fucking with you. It's the same shit. It's like, even though you did it on your own personal time, if it comes out, it speaks to the character that you want to have. You know, like you want to have a character in your organization, in your team, in your squad, in your family, or whatever, and that's compromising the fucking son. We made you kick, and we made you leave your first rap partner because he ain't even looked the part.
You know what? Now that I think about it, the way that
nobody's gonna take your money in your house and do all that stupid stuff because you're a rat, though, Rock. Like, they took his team away from him, so that was his. He owned it. Like, nobody's gonna take something you own. Nobody's gonna take something you own because you're a rat. People gonna stop fucking with you.
That's true.
I agreed with what Starang said when he said it the first time, right? But when you just now said about the rat idea, right? It made me think about something a little different, right? So, because of the fact that Donald Sterling was a part of a bigger organization, that organization could technically say, we don't want you part of our business anymore. So that's why he was able to be kicked out or whatever, right?
Mm-hmm. But it was because he said something in the privacy of his own home.
Exactly.
Remember, that's the point.
Yeah, exactly. Here's the thing about that, right?
And I don't want to stay on it too long because you're talking about the LGBT thing. Right?
Yeah. No, I got you. When an artist is on stage, like a rapper or a comedian on stage talking, that's their house at the moment. That is literally their house. They're speaking about whatever it is that they represent at that particular time or whatever, right? Mm-hmm. That's exactly how, people get canceled. The baby was getting ready to get canceled off of what he said while he was at his house, technically. The same way that people are trying to cancel Dave Chappelle for stuff that he said while he was on stage doing his performance.
That's bad, right? That's bad.
How's that bad? How's that bad? You don't think
the baby comes to do a show and that's his house and it's the same as somebody being in a house with a bed and their kids and shit saying what they want to say?
I'm saying when you're supposed to have you're supposed to have the freedom to say whatever you are doing when you're performing your art.
What the baby did is he was in a public place and offended people.
I know all that. I'm just saying, like, I'm comparing that to like how people are trying to cancel Dave Chappelle over him being on stage saying what he said. Dave Chappelle's stuff was literally written out the way that he wanted to say it.
Let me ask you this though.
The baby stuff was off the cuff.
Let me ask you this real quick.
Yeah.
Do you think Dave Chappelle should be canceled? Quick yes or no?
Nope.
Do you think that they was all right for trying to cancel the baby? Yes or no?
I don't think it's right, no.
See, to me, it's two different things, man.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think it's right because we all do music. I know how it is with a person being on stage. You just saying whatever you're saying. You know what I'm saying? While you're in the middle of those parts, unless it's written in your rap, all the rest of that stuff in the middle is fluff that you're just trying to do to hype the crowd up. And it was a slip of the tongue that he made, and he just made a huge blunder in front of the world. But he didn't probably even think about it when he actually said it. He probably just was rapping or whatever, and then he started saying, yo, because people do that kind of stuff all the time in order to hype the crowd up. You know what I'm saying?
That's
like all the ugly people be quiet. You know what I'm saying?
What you're saying is true, but sometimes
he just said something completely terrible.
Nah, sometimes there is some. Just to be fair, sometimes there is some intent about what you're saying. Like, like I've got on stage and have I did a show in Athens, fucking Greece, and when I got there, like, they let me know, the promoters and shit, that they was like, yo, listen, the police been on some bullshit out here. We've been out here fighting with the police. If you could say something about that, say something. You know what I'm saying? They would appreciate that. So I was intentional, purposeful. I intentionally said what I said. I'm like, we go through the bullshit with the police out here too. So, I stated my opinion. Now, if all of a sudden, if I left that spot and the police were waiting for me, I made my own bed.
Yeah, of course. But that's what I'm saying, though. I'm saying sometimes, but that isn't written. He didn't write that. That just happened. We actually know that that's the fact because he said it. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, like, in general, when a person is performing or whatever, that's their stage at the moment. That's whatever they want to say. We shouldn't be scrutinizing people, whatever they do as their art. You see what I'm saying? Like that, all these things that we love about comedy from back in the day, half of these cats wouldn't be able to say that stuff now. You know what I'm saying? Because they would get canceled immediately.
A white comedian is on stage and he used the word nigga 20 times in his shit. What you gonna do? What you think about that?
I just won't watch that cat. I'm not gonna call for people to cancel him. I just won't watch him because I don't like it.
And that's the right thing to do.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I was about to say. Like, as far as like whatever niggas do, like canceling a nigga, canceling a nigga for one bad choice or two bad choices of words. Like, you got to think of what canceling a person means. Listen, if like you talking about taking all of his money away, so now his family can't eat. You supposed to eat. You know what I mean? We all made bad choices and shit, and should be allowed to live and work through them. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
But, without everybody jumping down on us. But if you offend your fans, then your fans should just stop fucking with you. You understand what I'm saying?
That's like, all there is.
Listen, to be fair too, it's like a lot of us do that shit though too. Like, we had this thing, like, black people was doing this shit. And no, I'm not a Trump supporter at all. But we was doing this shit where if we found out somebody supported Trump, we thought they was racist. And that's not true.
It's not all the way true. It's not all the way true,
that's
but
not
a lot
true.
of them was.
But black people was doing shit like that, and that's not true.
I know some black Trump supporters.
Me too. I had some conversations with people about it. Mm-hmm. With Trump,
I know some white Trump supporters, but they not racist. I know white Trump supporters, but they're not racist. They just support Trump.
Exactly.
Look,
and
listen.
to be fair, I during that whole time period or whatever, right? I started looking at different things or whatever that Trump would do, and I watched that Trump American the All American Story or whatever of Trump or whatever on Netflix. And from me watching that, I realized I don't believe that Trump is racist. I think he's just a narcissist, and he's a person that's all about himself. If you like him, he loves you. If you don't like him, he's like, screw you and everybody that likes you. You know what I'm saying? He's just like that.
I don't know about that, Ray. All right, I don't know.
I really don't believe he's racist. I think that he grew up a certain way, and
I actually think he's racist.
You do?
I actually think he's racist, man.
For sure. Yeah. No, watch that story or whatever. You'll probably feel the exact same way.
I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah.
But we got.
We're getting off subject.
We got to get out. Yeah. We got to get ready to get out of here and whatnot.
But wait up. That being said, I want to say Dave Chappelle, great work. He's the motherfucking dope. All right.
Great work.
That's motherfucking art, man.
Listen. I want to point everybody. Know. I want to just point this out for a second in closing on this. Right, like. I think Dave Chappelle exercised enormous emotional intelligence. That's EQ. It's the opposite of IQ. All of the smart shit, but emotional intelligence. Like I think he was very tactful in his brash comedy. He brash sometimes. Yep. He still got to be him. But I think he was very tactful in that shit. Understand what I'm saying? And it's just, but there is just one simple fact of the world that I don't think any of us touched on is you ain't never going to be able to satisfy everybody. You know what I mean? Like that's just a fact. So with that being said, we're going to get into, salute to Dave, salute to B for B, salute to Netflix for supporting and all of that.
I love that. Yeah. The way that they said they doubled down on the fact that they was going to support him. They're like, if you watch all this these violent shows and all this stuff on Netflix, you can watch some brash comedy.
Right. And salute to all the free thinkers. Salute to Kyrie Irving, my new favorite basketball player. Salute my nigga JRO. But now let's get to the petty portion. Sponsored by P or inspired by P. Brought to you by P. I'm not sure how petty this is. I've been collecting petty and shit, you know what I'm saying? But today's petty is brought to you by Rockness Monster, and it goes as follows. I know that some people, a lot of people say that women never admit when they wrong. You understand what I'm saying? Like, but the fuck, you gotta love them anyway, right? Like, you got some friends that never admit when they wrong. Strang never admits when he's wrong, right? You understand what I'm saying? It's a small. Did you see that bus?
Did you see that bus go by when he threw you up under it?
Yeah, I seen it, man.
Listen,
you gotta have people around smiling and shit and thinking they right about shit that they was wrong about. You know what I'm saying? They say, "Oh shit, he don't." I knew it.
But he's my brother, right? And I love him, right? But lately, when it comes to people outside of my, my real circle of trust and love and all of that, like, I know a lot of people and I'm cool with a lot of people and this, that, and if a person can't admit they wrong, I feel the need to punish them.
In what aspect, sir?
I mean, with distance or with something, a mirror, something. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I feel the need to. So y'all saying that's not petty? Y'all look like y'all kind of
petty.
I don't think that's petty at all.
Well, the distance thing, maybe not. the distance thing, maybe not. But if you do any other stuff, then it's definitely petty. Because see, distance, that could just be you not digging how they don't want to admit when they're wrong and be like, you know what, I don't even want to have a conversation with this nigga because he irritates me.
What about with silence?
No, that's almost the same as distance.
That's the equivalent of distance. Like, I don't want to talk to you no more. Like, and you might have some valuable shit you want to tell me. We still cool, but I'm not answering your texts. Not picking up the phone for you. None of that shit. Your fucking house is on fire. You
that
have
part
to put that in the text.
Yeah. Now that part ain't petty. But if you was to try to punish him, like you said, what was the second thing that you said? You said,
is this based on a true story?
I said with a mirror.
With a mirror.
Being holding up a mirror to them, like doing what they do to them. You understand what I'm saying?
I said, so is this based on a true story?
It's based on a few true stories.
That's comedy.
Yeah. People like you, listen, B, I'm stuck with you. It's cool, I accept it. You understand? Somebody like, family, like on our team or in my family, like my daughter moms or something, like, we might go through some shit like that, and we family.
And listen, just for everybody listening, I don't agree with Rock. I'm just letting him slide with that stuff. Right? I don't agree with what he says about me. I just have to put that on the record.
Yeah, disclaimer.
Hold on. I got a little piece of string. What's going on with your team?
Oh man, that's not petty. That's real deal Holyfield, man. What are you talking about?
No. The fact that I'm taking this opportunity to bust a shot at you is petty. Strang, what is going on with your team?
I don't know, man. Listen, but I already said before the season started, I said, we've been to the Super Bowl 2 times. In football, it's not like basketball and shit. You don't go 3-4 times in a row. Like, that shit don't happen. So listen, the rest of the league is catching up with us, man. All right? All the tricks, all the fast pace, all the trick plays. Rest of the league is catching up now. Everybody want to do it, man. We got to go to phase 2, and we got to think of something else. We got to come up with something brand new. You know what I'm saying?
Look. We was at the crib. We was watching the game a couple of weeks ago. His team was playing somebody. He was like, this is now watch your real team, right? He kept saying, the whole team.
Yeah, listen, they was looking good too.
It was looking good, right? He left, right? I turned off the game, went to sleep. Next day,
they lost.
I'm sick. They lost, nigga. I'm like, what? Did your team just lose?
Did your real team just lose?
You just lost 2 more times after that.
I know. Look, Rec. I almost texted him that exact thing. Did your real team? But I didn't want to be that foul. I was just like, did your team?
No, listen. That is petty.
Yeah, but I'm saying
that is petty. Listen, that is petty that you would bring that up at a live taping. All right? This is not behind the scenes. This is not none of that shit.
I know, right?
Like, that's crazy.
But you know what it also is? It's also proof that Strang ain't always right. You understand what I'm saying?
That's the mirror?
I told the truth just now about my team, though, right? I told the truth about my team just now, right? I didn't say, hey, they gonna get it together. They gonna win the next 8 games. They going to the Super Bowl. I didn't say that.
And that's growth, brother.
That is good. Yeah. You gotta applaud the growth.
Yeah, that's why we allowed to still, you know what I'm saying?
I like to think I'm always like that, but hey, that's
You're not. We out though. Thank you to our producer, our sponsors, Black League, Dash, Delicious Vinyl,
Black League Entertainment,
Sound Lounge Studio, Solid Ice, Monsta Nation J, and we out.
Yeah.
Cue the credits.
Thank you for listening to Monsta Mondayz podcast. Please join us every Monday from 8 to 10 p.m. West Coast time and 11 to 1 a.m. East Coast time every single Monday, Monsta Monday, on the Dash app. Also, check out these awesome shows from the rest of our podcasting family. Funny Farm, East New York Radio, All Elements Mix Show, The Star Power Collective, La Cosa Nostra Radio, 5150 Mix Show, Block News Live, Final Coffee Mix Show, and Hidden Gems. Check them all out under the Delicious Vinyl radio station.